And some of these times have been pretty questionable. So the most notable one has been this person contacting me for us to dance at a show, dancing to his calliope. And he wanted me to come to his house to see his calliope. And I was on board. I was ready to do it, thinking, yeah, this is real. And then it just got a little too weird. So we didn't do that show. And then early last year, I got an email, just kind of out of the blue, from a person saying, oh, I'm a movie director, and I'd like you to help me find some cloggers. And so I thought, okay, so that I'm older and wiser now. Is this another calliope gig we're going to get? And so I Googled him, and sure enough, he's legit. So I answered his email. And that led to this wonderful experience of the perfect cowboy cloggers that many of you have heard about, and how we've had this fun experience dancing for a film. So Ken indeed is a director, and he wrote this wonderful film that we got to be a part of. And I think everyone will agree it was just the best experience. And what's the best part of it for me was meeting Ken. So Ken, would you please come up here and say something?
Hi, this is a blast. I'm a professional choreographer, and to be looking at a form that I'm just not very familiar with and really seeing the fancy footwork is very exciting to me. So that's that. I wrote a film, 2 years ago about a rural community filled with all kinds of people and horses and church bell choirs, and I didn't know how I was going to do any of it. I didn't have really very much money at all, and I just was hoping that people would help, and that they would see the value of the project, and that they would somehow come on board. When I contacted Michele, it was so powerful that it was one of the first introductions to a community that I was completely unfamiliar with. And she was so helpful and so responsive and so generous that it really helped set the tone for, the project, for my collaboration with these amazing people that I've had so much fun with, and for the rest of the film, for the collaborations that I've made throughout. I figured if these wonderful people could be involved, then why wouldn't other people want to be involved? And sure enough, the film has over 200 artists that contributed their time and their energies to this community of this film, and it's really going to be beautiful. It's called Perfect Cowboy, and I hope that somehow it can get into your hands. But I'm thrilled to be here, so thank you very much for So setting the stage for the song. The character in the film, he comes out of prison and he's having a really hard time adjusting, and he goes through a lot of trials and tribulations. But what ends up happening is that he sort of finds himself in a way, and a celebration is to play with his band, which is very important to him. And it's a song called UP Serviceman, and this is a song that I personally wrote years ago and never imagined that a group of cloggers would be going for it. So that was exciting. And so we performed this. In Davis, California, there's a barn, this big beautiful barn that's used for a music festival, and that's used for, so we practiced there in the dirt. And so I had these poor people just kicking up lots of dirt, sucking it in, and that was the rehearsal. So finally we did it at a particular club there that was sort of much more conducive, and it had a hardwood floor, for example. So, in this film in that way was a celebration of this particular song, but the song is also used in the film to underscore a different type of celebration, and that's where these cloggers come in. Cool.